Your favorite streamers joke about it. Your other favorite streamers and content creators for Call of Duty Warzone get accused of using it if they're using a controller. Of course, I'm talking about the Cronus Zen, or the Cronus Max, or anyone in that family. It seems like anyone that has manageable gun skills gets accused of it, for this device can do aimbot-like things. No recoil, extreme super sticky aim assist, auto hold breath, hair triggers, anything that you can think of. Now, is this device really capable of all those things? Will it take you from, say, a 0.5 KD to a 3 KD just by using this device? I don't know. I had $100 extra to splurge. I'm Yoko for yokogaming, and that's exactly what we're going to answer in this video. So one of the first things I was going to do was show you guys that I had purchased this recently, but they don't even update their history. So, whoops, I can see the trolls in the comments section now. He's always used it, he's just making a video to be relevant. Nope, yep, here we go. June 9th. Suck it, trolls. Before we actually dive into this, I just want to say I don't think anyone should use this, even if you have the extra $100 spinning around, or even if the device does take you from a 1 KD to a 5, it's just scummy. Don't do it. Just buy some paddles, get some calluses on your fingers, and earn it like the rest of us had to, all right? Why do you think I'm bald? But I digress. This is what it is, at least for multiplayer games. If you want to happen to Batman Arkham Knight and mod your head off, go for it. Be my guest. Basically how it works is there is a programmer section and a script section, and what this does is you can pick whatever game. Of course, we're going to pick Warzone for this because that's what my content is based around. That's what you guys love doing. Thank you for the subs, by the way. And you drop it into a, memory card if you want on the device. This is after you plug it in with the 30 cords that it takes. Click on it, and this is what everyone has a problem with, this right here. Basically what it does is it digitally authenticates your input device, i.e. a controller. Well, let's say as an example, an Xbox, a PlayStation, it doesn't matter. And you can even use those in different consoles with this device. And it digitally manipulates those into saying that the device here and the scripts that it's running are completely under the radar. And it does this by using the hardware in the controller. So what this thing does is you go in and you map your settings to what you want in game. Anti-recoil enabled, you pick whatever gun you want. I've just chose this because it's, the beginning gun. And then you just adjust the recoils. And then through practice and error, you can figure out exactly what it takes to get 0 recoil in the game. At least this is what this states, right? This is what everyone's talking about. Okay, but let's skip on. Secondary weapon, if you're gonna do overkill, I guess, or something like that. Weapon profile, switch, automatic. I don't wanna go through all this. Here we go. Aim assist and aim assist plus. Now, this is actually interesting. I think a lot of this actually hinders you, if I'm not mistaken, through all my testing, and we will find that out later as I show a bunch of these clips. But basically what this does is, yeah, it actually does increase the aim assist on a controller. However, there is a huge threshold, like anything past 10, your screen shakes so bad, I don't know how a sweaty player would use it. It would cause headaches. Or I don't know how anyone except a casual player would be okay with it. Because as you're gonna see, there's a lot of times that you're aiming at somebody and someone jumps through the sky or something else and it snaps onto them because of the aim assist on it. And any sweaty player is just, it's not gonna be comfortable. Even that, this is not necessarily the problem I have with the aim assist. What I have with is the active fire mod. And I think this is what actually breaks the game. This has been in Call of Duty history, Jiggle mod and some other ones, dynamic, rapid fire, and basically this will make the FAL, for an example, or the SKS automatic. You just hold down your trigger button once and pop, 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 all the shots come out. And then if you can get it to where it has no recoil and increased aim assist, now you have a problem, all right? But is this worth it, right? Does this actually work? At least, since I'm on a PC, well, let's look at these clips and find out. So the first thing you're going to notice is the AMAX by itself. Now this is the AMAX with no attachments, and I'm just going to show you, I'm not trying to control the recoil at all. I'm just going to let it go, and you can see how much it has. I'm then going to turn on the mod for the AMAX, and this is with no attachments. And as you can see, it's already shaking a little bit, and it actually flickers. And yeah, that's the kind of accuracy you get with this mod. So unfortunately, it does work. So the second thing I wanted to try was the FAL. Does the jitter mod work with this? And so the first thing I'm going to do is pull it once, and you can see I'm not controlling anything. I'm going to turn on the mod. Now, I did set the max aim assist, and you can tell how shaky it is. And unfortunately, yeah, the jiggle mod does work for this. But then I wanted to see what about the aim assist, so we hopped in the game and tried out a couple things. Now, one of the things I noticed right away is that the aim assist kind of only works up close to be really, really sticky. Now, if you're talking about medium range to even far range, the only thing it actually does is help track. And what I mean by help track is it doesn't actually move in the direction for you necessarily, but it does keep you centered on the target. So when it actually is adjusting the recoil, it actually keeps it within the hitbox. So not necessarily aimbot, it's just that it's very hard to completely whiff a shot while using this. But again, as you can see right here, it's not locking onto them by any means. I'm actually still having to kind of control everything and where it's going. It's not doing like 100% of the work on its own. So, okay, +1 for us, I guess. The next thing I wanted to check out was hip fire, right? I mean, it does anti-recoil, it does aim assist, but are you getting aim assist from hip fire, or is it just when you ADS down the sights? And as you can see, it kind of gets it, yeah, from aim assist. It doesn't necessarily make your crosshairs smaller like using a laser or anything would, and it's not necessarily hitting every bullet. It just genuinely tracks the target a little better, and I would actually argue that this is where the aim assist comes in, is that when you're in these close engagements, everyone knows the controller kind of has an advantage as you get that rotational aim assist that you don't get on mouse and keyboard, and I would argue that this is just taking this and manipulating it times 1,000, so this is probably the strong suit of it. So if you ever lose really up close and it seems like they're just tracking you really quickly, this could be one of those reasons. Again, this thing kind of runs under the radar. It's not necessarily aimbot, but this is just something I've noticed. So, in conclusion, does the Cronus Zen work? Yeah, unfortunately it does, and it does come undetected most of the time, but that's not the title of the video. That's not why I did all these tests, was to prove to see if it works or not. The test was, is it worth it? And in the long run, no. Does it give you aimbot-like accuracy? Yes and no. It does reduce the recoil, and it gives you a little bit of a stronger aim assist as long as you're okay shaking and not streaming or posting any footage. Now you can make that to a manageable threshold, but even then it's almost not worth it. Having to go through all the downloads, all the setting ups, the 30 chords you have to run, it's just not worth it in that regard. But the other regard is you're actually kneecapping yourself, because the moment you don't have this, the moment you go over to a friend's house, you're gonna get smoked because you're not going to have the in-game knowledge. You're not going to learn. And let's say this thing gives you 1 or 2 more kills. If you're a very, very, very casual player, that's something you care about, right? An extra 1 or 2 kills. But this is not going to win you games, in my opinion. This is not going to make you a smarter player or a better player or give you faster thinking skills just because the aim moves a little less and the gun has a little less recoil. So, is it worth it? No. Does it work? Yeah, unfortunately it does. And I would recommend it, again, to anyone that's like a 0.2 or 0.3 or have someone who's disabled or a very, very small kid, something like that. But to be a sweat and use it, it's just disrespectful.
Good shot.
You've all heard your favorite three the product that means aimbot. The product that... Ugh. If they knew how many times I spit on these. Where's the script? Here's the cake? Who wrote that?